Smackdown part 2, ladies and gentlemen. All right, who took the cookie from the cookie jar? Was it, grandma, grandpa, or maybe a gremlin living in your kitchen? All right, could be any one of us, but nonetheless, you're gonna earn your reps here. It's a 12-minute AMRAP today. You're gonna be doing single arm overhead alternating lunges. All right, you'll be performing toes to bar. You'll be performing double unders. All right, you're climbing the ladder, if you will, all right, all the way up to those cookies. You've guessed it. All right, so we'll begin with 2 alternating single arm overhead lunges, followed by 2 toes to bar, and you'll be performing 20 double unders. It'll then be 4, 4, still 20, 6, 6, still 20. Just read the details, you understand it, but that's kind of the overview. As far as kind of, again, weights, range of motion, or skill ability here, we have options for all of you. So if you can or cannot perform one of those things, just check the details, all right? You'll still be able to get points for your team. You're not gonna be stuck at a station, all right? Just select which works best for you and we'll see how it applies. So to that point, again, the standards for all of us are still gonna be the same despite the weight or the range of motion or the movement itself. Beginning with our single arm overhead alternating dumbbell lunge. My gosh, it's every word in the alphabet. You're gonna somehow get that dumbbell over your head. Your arm does not necessarily need to be completely locked, but that dumbbell needs to be above the top of my head. If I'm holding it below or at my head height, that is technically a no rep, all right? So if you'd like to have somewhat of a bent arm, but that dumbbell is still clearing my high bun here, all right? So no fancy haircuts today to deceive us. Just make sure that that weight is somehow above your head. I would dissuade this from a coaching perspective to begin with. You want a locked arm, that's what we would insist on, but you get the idea. From here, you can choose to either step forward, all right, as long as that back knee touches, and you're extended at the top, or you can step backwards, as long as that back knee touches, and you're extended at the top, all right? So as someone that prefers the reverse lunge, just to demonstrate 2 full reps here, I will step back, my knee taps the ground, press to that heel, my knees need to lock, my hips need to open, and again, that dumbbell is above my head. That equals 1. Do the same thing on the opposite side. My knee touches, knees lock, hips open, the dumbbell stayed above my head. That is 2 reps. Recognize you can do all your reps on 1 arm. We don't care what you're doing overhead. All we care about is how high it remains overhead. We care about your knees touching the floor. We care about your knees locking. We care about your hips opening, okay? Switch as you see fit. Every lunge counts as a rep, okay? Left foot and right foot equals 2. From the lunge, okay, make my way to the rig. For the toe to bar, what we are looking for is our heels to break the plane of the rig, and implying my legs need to swing behind my shoulders. They, in fact, need to go past our rig point, so we can't have our feet in front. Additionally, both toes need to touch simultaneously, okay? So to show you 2 good reps, from here, swing back, push down, swing back. I'll show you 1 more for good luck. Those are all good toe to bar reps. What we are not looking for if we're attempting toe to bar today, okay, is going to be, again, not able to get both feet to touch at the same time. So if you kick, somehow you miss the toe to bar, or if you try and keep your feet in front, this is a no rep as well, okay? You need to break the plane, both toes need to touch. If we are not doing toe to bar, we're going to do a modified knee to chest. Still looking for those feet to break the plane. Okay? Pulling back, tucking the knees up. Your knees do not necessarily need to touch any point on the body, but it needs to be elevated above my hip crease. That would be a good rep. So if we keep our knees down, this would be a no rep. The final option, or any other option really, just doing a hanging knee raise, in the sense where maybe your feet can't go back. Again, still need to break the plane of your hip. Anything off of the rig is still available for you. Check your details for points, however. If your hands are shredded and you'd like to substitute V-ups, we'll allow it, but again, with a deducted point per rep. Out of breath. Following our toe to bar, finally is our double under. Hopefully you have a fancy rope like I do, or at least hopefully you have some fun doing it, like I certainly have. But regardless, the double under, as we always hopefully know by now, requires the rope to spin twice per jump. okay? Really no standard here other than just making sure you get the rope to go 2 times underneath. If I'm doing single unders, obviously it is just a rope going once. That's all, okay? If you need to modify that movement in any way, again, we'll have a point system for you there. We're suggesting it's either doubles or singles, okay? But regardless, that is your standard range of motion. You trip, whatever, it's your call, all right? But 2, 2, 20, 4, 4, 20, climbing that ladder for 12 minutes. That's your fitness. Earn your cookies. Clean up after yourselves. No crumbs, because then the mice come out. We got no time for those, all right? Save the planet, save the earth, hydrate, drink milk, drink chocolate milk, give someone a high five.